And I want to do a note on these fucking mental illnesses, guys. It is so important for you to understand that all these mental illnesses are just natural biological reactions of our mind to a fucking sick, toxic, trauma-filled environment. That is all it is. We are literally, as a society, breaking down and having a nervous breakdown as a society, because the new children the new souls being born into this world, even my son's generation, my son's 24, his generation on down, they quit working, right? They quit participating in this fucking slavery, right? They're trying to figure things out. They're getting outdoors more. They're doing things. They're like, what the fuck? But they don't know, but they stopped the insanity. Because, guys, the only reason us as 40-year-olds or older people think that this shit, we're like, well, what's wrong? You just gotta work. You just gotta keep on fucking working. Just put your head down and keep working now. Quit thinking. Right? The only reason we think, because we're so fucking programmed, deep in our program. But these children have been brought into this fucking, like, this world was a couple steps ahead in its degraded, fucking nasty decline, so it was already ahead in that by the time they were born. So they're being born into even a more toxic system than what we were born into, because we didn't have all this pervasiveness of screens, and at least there was at least some semblance of freedom, and you could get out in the woods and no boundary lines, whereas now it's like everything's watched and it's just a surveillance state, right? But fuck, I lost my train of thought. These mental issues. So ADHD, autism, ODD, OCD, schizophrenia, and on and on and on and on with the laundry list of mental illnesses, guys. I have come to find out that the fucking psych industry, the mental health industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the government has completely taken over the mental health industry, because these issues, all of these mental health issues, all it is as simple as this. It is so simple. All mental illness is a natural biological reaction of your body and your mind to an extremely abusive, toxic, trauma-filled environment that you were born into and you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. That's where these mental problems come from. So, what is the government and what is their answer? They want to immediately shove you. Okay, because what happens? Okay, so I have all these, right? I have all these to a very large degree. And what it is your brain unwilling to conform with horse shit. It is your brain as a young child going, no, 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 no. I refuse to comply with this fantasy, because that's what it is, a fantasy, because I know in my soul that I was born with that this is not right. That is what these mental issues are. It is your soul knocking and trying to come through your fucking mouth and through your physical body and behaviors to act out and say, this shit is not right. Pay attention to me. All we need is love. All we need is love and understanding and kindness as a baby. We do not need to be taught and beaten and push toxins into our mouth, into our veins, and Jesus shoved into our fucking thoughts and into our hearts. We don't need that shit. That is what gives us cognitive dissonance. That is what is causing the fucking brain issues. Why do you think they don't have mental illness in Aboriginal tribes? They don't have mental illness in these third world countries. They have mental illness in these first world fake ass fucked up countries that are trying to keep up with the Joneses. Because it is all fake. It's all a fabrication. It's all a fantasy. And your brain is not meant to handle that. Your brain is not meant to handle that shit. All that cognitive dissonance. And that's why it's breaking down. And what is the government's solution? They want to give you highly toxic medication to calm your ass down and shut you the fuck up and get you to comply. Because what does everybody with mental illness have problems with? They can't sit in school. They can't sit and listen to these indoctrination centers. They can't sit and take the fucking indoctrination. They can't sit and be bamboozled. They refuse because their brain will not allow it. Because their spirit is strong and saying, fuck you, world. It's that simple, guys. That's what ADHD, OCD, ADD, schizophrenia, all of these mental order, all of them, and your government, your healthcare industry, and all these cocksucking doctors that you call heroes and look up to and idolize like a goddamn fool. It's disgusting. You guys have enslaved yourself, enslaved your children, and you're idolizing all this filth that's crushing and killing you and killing your spirit. You need to regain your minds. You need to grab your fucking balls. Grab your fucking balls and then take back your mind. Take back your balls, take back your mind. Because it really is that simple. Because if you're a thinking person, if you are a thinking individual, you are not going to look at this shit and go, that's just the way it is. Well, that's just the way it is. I mean, it's unreal. It's unreal. We're doing it to ourselves. We are keeping ourselves enslaved. They have set up the perfect slavery system, but we are the ones who are voluntarily keeping ourselves enslaved.